Hey everyone, welcome to...
What's up YouTube? Welcome to our fourth podcast, number 4. It's Stock Boys Garage coming at you with a new guest. His name is Dakin Oliver Jr.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna have him intro himself.
Well, I'm Dakin. I drive a 71 Super Beetle.
What's your senior project? You want to plug that?
What's your senior
I make a water tunnel to test aerodynamics.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he's an engineer boy.
That's big for the car community.
Alright, so
I dig it.
I brought drinks of the day.
Drinks
I
of
don't-
the day.
Pass him down.
Slide it
Arizona.
down.
Pass him down
Come
first.
on. Arizona. Sponsor us, please.
I'm just waiting for one of us to fall. Always with these drinks.
We're gonna sink them.
Hold on, you gotta wipe the top first.
Yeah.
It's
So
dirty.
Justin, what's this?
It's I don't know who this guy is.
Golden
Name's
Bear.
Jack. Golden Bear.
He's
Lemonade and strawberry.
Let's make a thumbnail. You know, everyone just like put like the guy's face towards the camera like that.
1, 2, 3. Alright, cool.
Alright, ready? We're gonna sink this. Ready?
Alright, we can try.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Crispy.
Ooh, it has a nice smell to it.
This is pretty good.
Oh, she got some tang to her though.
It's tangy though.
Ooh.
I know. I found this at Vaughn's. Shout out to Vaughn's.
Aftertaste.
Like you always see the half and half with Arnold Palmer, but I don't know. This kind of jumped out at me. Gold lid. It's kind of
Lemonade with
I've
strawberry.
definitely never had this flavor.
Yeah.
Not gonna admit, but I don't know. It has a. It's tangy
Really
though.
sour.
Yes, it is sour.
All right. So the topic of our fourth podcast is manual transmission. Our guest here, Dakin, drives a manual Beetle, like he said, and
So does he.
So
does
do I.
Jacob.
yeah. So does Jacob, the SI. Go check out the SI spotlight video.
The
Oh,
Civic
yeah.
feature
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. Second
Of course.
So some of the things we're going to cover today are what is manual transmission, what is it like to drive manual every day, pros and cons of driving manual and automatic, and the big question is, are you a car guy if you still drive automatic? So
the first
if
thing.
Jacob or Dakin want to describe what manual transmission is for those who don't know what it is.
Well, basically you have to shift the gears instead of the car automatically doing it for you.
Yeah, I mean it's like a whole process, you know. First when you're going, you take your right foot off the gas. You put your left foot in on the clutch. Oh yeah, with the manual there's 3 pedals instead of the regular 2. And every time you shift gears, you have to use the clutch. So, and you shouldn't be on the throttle because you'll burn your clutch. So, pretty much you take your right foot off, right? Then you put your clutch in. You shift the car into the next gear. And then you take your foot off the clutch, and it's in the next gear. So most manual transmissions are gonna have like an H pattern. So it's gonna be like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I have 6 gears, and my reverse is all the way to the right and down. I don't know about Dakin's car.
I have 4 gears and my reverse is all the way to the left and down.
And so with an automatic, you know, it automatically shifts gears for you.
Yeah.
But so what are like the perks of driving manual?
You can rev your engine super loudly. That's always fun.
For me, downshifting is cool because my car does all the cool little cracks and pops.
Mm-hmm. And I know that for manual, you get to choose when you shift up instead of the automatic. Because you know, when for us that drive automatic, you know that when you just push the pedal, it goes. You don't have to worry about having to shift up. You just drive your car. But I know there's some cons. Are there any cons of driving? Like we already know the hills.
Traffic.
Traffic is a big one. Traffic is stops. I don't mind. Stops are actually easier than people think. And the same thing with the hill thing. For me, hills are just you just have to be faster with your motion. But traffic, oh brother.
It's always shifting between first and second over and over.
Lucky, you can stay in second. I have to be in third. It's 1, 2, 3. sometimes 4.
Oh, excuse
But
me.
yeah, like traffic, I'm shifting the whole time.
Mhm. And
I think another thing like about manual transmission is that like, you know, like the one time that I did it just to learn, is that like you feel more involved when you're driving.
True.
Because like there's so much more things that is going on when you're driving the car. Like you have to be like make sure everything is right because you don't want to stall the car.
True.
Yeah. Also, you stay awake when you're driving long distances. Because I know when I drive long distances, I get sleepy.
Also feel like safer in it for some reason. Like that I have like all this control over what the car's doing.
True.
Like I control like every little aspect of it.
like has you guys seen Austin? One of the guests in our vlogs, he told me that he feels really safe because he feels like he has a lot of control of the car because you know a lot of people say that when you drive manual you're like one with the car, and do you agree with that? Like you
Yeah.
and the car are like one entity?
I think it definitely brings the driver and car closer to one because everything you do as a driver is directly correlated into what the car does. I think that's one of the pros too, manual, is the whole control thing. It puts you in control. Like, because I know CVTs are different than like regular automatic transmissions. I don't know, it's hard to explain those, but it's very robotic, you know? It's just, you step on the gas and it goes. Whereas manual, there's like a whole motion with it.
Mm. And CVTs are like just the whole automatic shifting, right? On the automatics,
Well,
is that what that
I
is?
think I think it's called continuously variable transmissions. I'm not sure how they work, but I know they have a set amount of gears, but something about the final drive can change to where, like, when they're driving on the freeway, they can be going like 1,500 RPM, like 80 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm
Like-
not really sure how those work, so I
Yeah.
don't want to say too much
think-
about them, but
Because I understand what you're saying. Like, I noticed that because my uncle, he's done like mechanic work, and like after I got some work done on my TL for like fixing it, he drove it around with me because he's one of the people who worked on it, and like he noticed that when my car is driving, like we'll be in like 2,000 RPM, but we're still going like 80 miles per hour, and so
True.
I don't know. And he also, like Jacob said, is he felt disconnected with the car. He felt like he was just sitting in this moving object, where when he drives, because he has an Integra, when he shifts up and down, he feels like he's a part of what is getting him from point A to point B.
yeah.
I feel like the car also has more personality when you're driving a manual. Cause like I know like certain songs, like I know like I like shift the car different ways depending on like if a certain type of music's like playing or something.
No, I know exactly
So
what you're
like,
talking about.
so like if a fast song comes on, I'm shifting faster. But if it's like a slow song, I'm like relaxed and like lean back, and the car feels like it's moving like more peacefully.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, so like it's kind of like you can drive more aggressively, you know, more freely. Not saying that you can't do it in an auto, but I think in a manual it's a lot easier to fall into that groove of just going with how you feel.
And it's not a topic, but like how hard was it to learn manual? Because I know Dakin, you started off with the manual, but Jacob, you learned manual when you got your Civic Si. So how was that for both of you?
Well, it was pretty easy for me because like when I was growing up, my dad had manual Focus, and like I would shift for him. Like he'd be driving, and then he'd tell me when to shift, and I'd just shift for him. So like I knew like kind of the motion. Like the hardest thing was with my car was that it doesn't have power steering or power brakes. So like having to turn the wheel and feeling all that force while trying to shift, it was like hard getting used to.
Like for me, like my dad, he's always driven a manual, like ever since I was young. I remember riding in his first Integra, it was stick, and then the GSR was also stick, and then like he had a Nissan hardbody that was stick. So like, I knew I wanted to drive a manual, and I kind of understood it as I was growing up. But I think through YouTube, like I was able to see like all the other cars that were stick and how cool it was. Even in Fast and the Furious, not to touch on that again, but they do shift a lot. So I don't know, for me, it took me probably about a week for me to be like proficient with it. I think it just takes time to learn, and as long as you're like dedicated and you don't get frustrated, because you will stall. That's one of the things I have to tell new people the driving stick. You will stall. There's no perfect person learning stick, so you do have to. It is a learning curve, but for me, yeah, like I said, it was about a week for me until I was proficient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So before we move on to a different topic, something that I want to bring up for you too is since you guys drive your manual cars every day, like how is it like that every day having to make sure you're shifting, and especially in the morning, you have to make sure you're alert. Like, do you recommend driving manual as your daily driver, or what would you say?
Of course.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
There's a lot, in my eyes, there's a lot more pros than there are cons.
Mm-hmm.
But I will admit though, sometimes in the morning, like you remember that one meet we went to like 2 weeks ago, like 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling like shifting it, but I just didn't feel like, but just driving around with the manuals was enough for me to, I don't know, manuals for me.
And it's better for new drivers too, because they have to actually pay attention to like what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I know with like my mom's car, since it's automatic, like I can play on my phone while driving, and
Oh.
not that I would recommend that.
Gee.
And that I only no, but like if I'm like at like if I'm at like a stoplight or something, and like I like look at my phone more than like if I'm driving my car, like I have to focus on everything. Like there's nothing else I can be doing with my hands
Well,
than driving.
First of all.
That's why they need to release more manual cars, less people on their phones.
Yeah, that's something that I wanted to bring up, especially for everyone, because you know we've had our manual drivers talking, but like Richard and Aaron, like, how do you guys feel about manuals? Would you drive a manual? Do you want to?
Well, for me, I'm kind of learning how to drive manual, because my mom's friend, she's like willing to teach me, but like for me, like I had to learn like one time. But I mean, like, well, the first time that I did it, which was like last weekend, you know, it was like fun for me. Like, you know, at first, like I was like, okay, yeah, you know. But then, like, when you start driving, you just get like, ooh, like this is like manual, you know. You're just like, okay, oh, I know what to do now. Shift, and then you like go to second gear, and then you go to third gear. It's just like so much fun.
Because I'm watching too much Initial D.
Yes, that too.
Oh no.
But like, you know, like I don't know, like for me, like I progressed like faster than I thought I was gonna. Like I even like drove home from like the mall. You know, it was fun for me to go like from like second to third, and then fourth, and then fifth. You know, it was just.
Okay.
Dude, it was just so much fun.
What about you, Richard? Like,
So for me, yeah, of course I would try to get a manual. So the reason why is because the first time I tried a manual car was my friend's Rabbit. It was I don't know, I just felt like I felt cool, you know. It felt
cool.
great. Like I thought I was gonna stall like right away, but like, you know, I did okay. But yeah, one thing I want to touch on is like parents not wanting
Oh yeah.
to like get
True.
stick cars for their kids. I want to touch on that subject and ask like why.
I can add into that.
Ask you guys like why they don't want you to get a stick. Because like personally, my parents, they don't want me to get a stick car.
I think for me, because I know I wanted a stick as soon as I started driving, but my dad said that no, because I'm still a new driver. Kind of going against what Dagan said about giving new drivers something to do. It can also play the opposite. It gives them too many things to do. Because manual is overwhelming for a brand new driver because there is so much involvement. So for me, I think the newer drivers, I started on an auto. I think my sisters, they want to drive a stick too because they see me shifting every day. But I think for brand new drivers, I'd say auto, but later on, I'd say maybe your next car can be a manual because of because it can be overwhelming, and especially if it's like your first time alone.
Yeah. For me, I know you're probably watching this right now, but so like, my parents, I know my mom, like, you know, like ever since like I started getting more into cars, you know, at first I was like, I don't care about like manual, you know, I thought it was cool. But then when I started getting into cars, I was like, no, I need to get a manual as my second car. I was like, no, my next car is gonna be manual. Like, I don't even care if it's like cheap now. Like, but like I know for my parents, like my stepdad, I know you're watching, but my stepdad, he would be like, oh yeah, well I don't know if I want you to get a manual because then you're gonna be like driving faster or like feel like you need a race or something, which might be true.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's true.
Like, yeah, it's not true.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's
I
just
mean,
a
like,
myth.
Kind of like to cut off. Sorry to cut off YouTube, but like I know we're going down the line, but I feel like that relates to sort of like what we're trying to do is break down the stereotypes of, oh, you drive manual, you have a car, you want to race all the time, like
That's
you're
true.
like a hood rat. Like
Well-
we're trying to show people that it isn't just like I honestly I'd recommend manual to people too because you know like these guys have told their stories, they feel more connected with their car, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to
Plus
show you
it's
guys
like-
that there's a connection that you
Yeah.
can make.
But I think it's just like better because like, you know, they're making less manual cars, but you know, then they're making more laws like for people to get off their phones. Well, if you make more manuals, less people are gonna be on their phones because you have to have both hands doing something.
And even with like car companies making cars with like TVs like
Oh,
right there,
Oh.
you're driving. Like that's not gonna be distracting at all.
It's not like older cars, man. Like older cars are like simpler, but then like you can make them better.
Nothing
Yeah.
simpler than my car.
Like Tesla, they have like
It's true.
Tesla has like a television.
It's huge.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
have the self-driving cars now, man. All
I
that
don't know. I don't
Oh,
trust
yeah.
I
that,
don't
dude.
trust
Google, like that, like well, a lot of the stuff we're talking about, like sort of
Maybe-
get off track. But like when like these guys said, like I said earlier, again and again, like you feel this connection with your car. But now we're gonna have cars that are like gonna have huge cameras on the top that rotate, and they do like with the Tesla car, the autopilot. Like a lot of people are saying it's successful. Like people are sitting in their car on their phones, like it's like a shuttle now, basically. Like
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It maybe it's just a car guy in me, but autopilot cars. Oh man, not about that.
I don't
It's not safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Maybe for us to close like on the whole parent thing on manual drivers or like getting a manual for your first car. I think it's definitely perspective and like getting over that learning curve of driving, and then I think after that little hump, then you can start implementing more things.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, sort of bring it back to something that you guys said earlier about car guys, and this is sort of like for everyone, especially because we all say we're car guys. Are you still a car guy even if you drive automatic?
Yes.
Of course.
I think so.
Yeah.
You should like at least know how to like drive like manual, like, or like be like like if you don't know like how to drive manual, be like pursuing like learning how to drive it somehow.
True.
I don't think it's like necessary though, but I mean like yeah, like that's cool, but I know like from other YouTubers that are always like, oh yeah, you know this guy, he has like this amazing car, but it's automatic, you know, but they're like, well why is it automatic? Well, you know, he wants to drive it every day, but he doesn't want to be shifting all the time. But yeah, like I think you're still a car guy because the whole thing about being a car guy is not that, oh, I can drive manual. The whole car guy thing is you love cars. Like that's why you're a car guy.
But I think most people who like really love cars, like they like have some sort of like passion for like they know like the benefits and like stuff of driving manual and like they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's also that, but I also think maybe when they're starting out, before they're even thinking about being a car guy, they bought an auto. So maybe that's what they started out as, but and then they ended up modding that. But I think they're still car people, but they just started with an auto.
Yeah.
But I think just manual just adds to a little bit more of a cool factor.
Yeah. What do you think, Richard? About are you still a car guy if you
Yes,
drive
yeah.
auto?
Yeah, of course you are. Like what Aaron said. Like all you have to do to be a car guy is love cars.
Mhm.
Like
True.
you don't have to drive a manual just to be a car guy. You know.
Mhm.
Like I drive a CX-7 and I still call myself a car guy. because I
And the
like
Beamer.
cars.
Yeah,
Beamer.
And the Beamer, yeah, the Beamer's auto.
It's nice.
true. I think the big thing about being a car person, or just like a car community, is there are no requirements. There is no strict like rules saying if you don't have this, you're not a car guy. Because I think even though there's a bunch of different flavors of car people, so trucks, I don't know, like different styles.
Yeah, different styles.
There's like
Arizona now?
so you know there's trucks, cars, lowriders, Euro, JDM, American. But in the end, the passion is the same.
Mm.
That's what brings us together. The car mentality. So I think you still are a car guy, regardless if you drive a manual or not.
Yeah, like what if somebody doesn't even have a car, but they still love cars?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like that kid, the sophomore or
Mhm.
whatever he is, sophomore, freshman.
Something.
He loves cars, but he's just not old enough to drive. So I mean, he'll be there one day.
I'm sorry. Huh?
There's this kid who like
The kid in our sixth period.
the Subaru.
Oh yeah.
The Subaru
Yeah, that
kid.
kid's cool. I was like, because I'm listening to what you're saying, and I was like, ooh, who are you talking about here?
I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll bring him in and
Maybe.
see what his
Yeah.
thoughts are.
What about you, Justin?
Honestly, like everyone said, we all share this same mentality of we all like cars, no matter if you can only drive cars in video games or if you just have car wallpaper, you're still a car guy. You still love that modification stuff. You still love having the thought of an ignition and the car like putting out power. I don't know why I said ignition. I was trying to say combustion, like the combustion engine.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm still stuck on car
can-
wallpaper.
Car wallpaper guy, you're saying.
You can't imagine the old lady walking out with the flowers.
I mean it
I kind of
like
blacked out. I got lost.
I don't know. I just like no, like what I'm trying to say.
He's a little too happy today. I mean, he
What
can't.
I'm trying to say.
Oh,
What I'm trying to
big
say is-
announcement.
Big announcement.
Big announcement.
Oh my
for
God.
our member here, Justin.
Oh my god.
So,
this
who
isn't
wants
even
to say-
related to the podcast.
No, but we were gonna say it in the beginning.
Yeah, we were
but-
gonna.
You guys didn't say it in the beginning.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
today Justin, he did something amazing. He asked this girl to prom.
My man.
And she said
My
yes.
man. She said yes.
She said yes. So
All right,
our
cool,
guy
man.
is going to prom.
Actually, she asked him first,
Yeah, but
True.
then he.
and then
But he
came
asked
back.
her back right there.
Yeah.
Literally, we had like
Reverse prom date?
we had so many people at lunch cheering for him.
Yeah,
Cool,
Justin.
man. Yeah.
All right, back to your car.
Alright, back to
Oh, wait,
Back to your car
before we
wallpaper.
get back into the car thing, so we're at like 24 minutes, so we want to pause the camera really quick.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Go pause the
Really
camera.
quick. All right.
Welcome
so-
back. After
Welcome
I rambled.
YouTube to
Welcome back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back
Welcome back.
YouTube to our Stock Boys Garage podcast number 4.
So I think we left off on Justin talking about car wallpaper.
And
Oh
English.
my gosh. And the announcement.
Well,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
and-
the announcement. So what were you trying to say before we
Before I
dropped
lost
that
my
announcement?
train of thought, that basically what I'm trying to say is even if you're like a kid who play games and likes cars, or you actually have a car, like you still have that love for cars. There's no in between. Just because you may like Euros and someone else likes something else, you still have that base underlying thought that you both like cars. And that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I don't even know how that related
Euro
to car wallpaper.
Gear.
I know the wallpaper.
Yeah, dude.
No, not
sandwich.
Euros. Not like that.
I heard the sandwiches are really
Euro.
good.
Euro. Not like
I want one.
Like
the
Greek
meat
food.
product.
So good.
Oh, you should have sandwich like a food of the day, like a snack.
Oh my
Snack of the
Switch it
week.
up instead of a drink. A snack.
Well, maybe
But it has to be
after.
sponsored by Arizona.
Whoa, we're not
Arizona
sponsored
gummy
yet.
bears.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, remember to sponsor us. So
Pause the camera.
no,
No.
this is still rolling.
No, it's
Okay.
still good.
Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? That's kind of like the end of the list.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone have anything else?
He just
So-
said okay.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Go Come on, Aaron, spit it out.
Okay, so I was gonna say, because we were talking about like, you know, whatever type of car you like, so I just want to like go down the list and see what type of cars you like. You know, like how you were saying, like clubs and all that
so
kind of
you're
stuff.
gonna make us go into groups now.
No, it's not that.
We're just showing our passion for
Our
cars.
passion for cars.
For
Yeah.
me,
Half of
it's-
this is gonna be Japanese cars.
Hey, we don't know.
Hey,
We don't know that. For
German
me-
engineering is the best.
Oh God, here we go
Oh,
again.
no.
Wait,
Go down the line.
let's go down the list. We'll touch on your German
We'll
engineering.
go down the line.
So for me, it's always Japanese. More specifically, Honda. Hondas are my thing.
All right. For me, I like 3 European cars. You know, BMWs. Just BMWs. American Mustang. Ford. Dude, the Mustangs are nice. Classic American cars, bro. Can't beat that.
And your
my last one.
Smart.
JDM.
Isn't that all the
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
that was 3.
Euro
No.
American? What are you getting, like a Canadian car?
No, there are Korean cars.
There are Korean cars.
Hyundai and.
There's also
Oh,
trucks.
yeah.
There's also trucks.
Yeah, he's right.
Wait, so which
I like
one
the
was
clean
your,
look. I don't like slam.
which one was your favorite? You just
JDM. JDM is my favorite though.
Okay.
All right.
JDM.
Taken.
I would say my favorite, Volkswagen and Subaru.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I like that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, my favorites are BMW and Subaru. I don't know why I've always been like attracted to Subarus.
They have a nice sound to them.
Yeah.
Monster engines, man.
Of course, I always hear them from back there though.
Yeah, like everyone here, probably Japanese, but I do like the muscle cars.
American.
Full.
What
you know,
about
you
a
got
brand?
full octane American
Yeah, how about a
muscle, you
brand?
know?
Yeah. What about a brand, Dustin?
Brand,
Since all of
yeah, we
us-
should go down the line again, just brand, because I know.
Brand does?
Yeah, well, you guys said brand. I'm gonna say my brand. Though this kid listed all of the. He's really like every single car brand
Hey,
style.
I'm a car enthusiast.
What
I
about
respect all
what
of
about
them.
just favorite
We all
car?
respect-
Pick
I
one.
respect
Pick
Priuses.
one favorite
Okay,
car.
Favorite car
We did
Fiats.
favorite car last time.
That was for Fast and
That
Furious.
was
That's
for Fast and Furious.
Oh, that's true.
for me.
Okay, yeah, go.
All right, we'll go down.
Favorite
So
car?
my
Oh, wait,
favorite
wait.
brands are probably
Wait, we're doing
Um,
favorite car.
No, say your
No,
favorite
just-
brand and car.
brand and car. What happens if they're not the same?
It's okay.
That's okay.
There's
All
different.
right. So probably for me, favorite brand, Nissan. You know, I love the Nissans. And then favorite car. My favorite car right now is something that y'all think is slow, but I love it. It's
Oh,
that
the-
Toyota Supra Celica.
Dude,
I
those
love
are
that
sick though.
Those are sick,
They're,
you know.
they're really clean.
Go Google them. They have the nice front end, the
Alright,
back
I
end.
can put a picture like
They have
up there.
pop-up headlights.
Yeah, pop-up headlights, and then
They say Supra
the
on the
trunk.
back.
It's cool because it like it's the older ones where the back window comes up. I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then dang, I actually have another.
Alright, go ahead, Skate.
And I like my grandpa used to have an Integra, and since he drove it around, I love the Integra. And I don't know if it was on the autos only, but the cool thing about his car is when you close the door, the seatbelt's like unzipped, and then it zips up behind you. And then you put a
that,
lap.
no, that was a big thing. That was a
Yeah,
big
like
thing.
basically you close the door, right? So let's say I'm the driver. You close the door. The thing is down and it comes up and that's the shoulder, but then you have to like pull another seatbelt and that's the lap.
What?
So it's a 3-point
No,
seatbelt.
That sounds so
one of the
like-
biggest things in the 90s for like Hondas, most Japanese cars, they had the automatic seatbelts, which did when you opened the door, it moved the seatbelt down so you could get in.
Yeah.
And then
So
when you close the
cool.
door, it would come up and then you'd buckle it up here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, that was probably like one of the coolest parts of that car, and
I
that's
think
why I
they're
really like
I
that
think
car.
they're only 2-point seatbelts too. I don't think they're 3-point like most modern ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Richard,
Bring
what's your
that back.
Alright,
brand
so
and car?
my favorite brands are Subaru and BMW again. My dream car or favorite car is WRX STI hatchback.
What?
Dude, those are clean.
WRX STI hatchback.
Those are very.
Nice.
That's a very desirable.
I know that car is really nice, but I love just the way he said it was so
I know.
fast. You just like
You want to
like
add in any more letters?
yeah, you want SBG, Nismo.
No, just let's keep going with it. We got
Bacon.
Well, Volkswagen and Subaru are my favorite brands, but Subaru WRX STI.
What
Those-
year? What year? What year?
Or what? Song?
If you don't know the year, just tell us and we'll help you.
I think it was the one that I liked the best was an 07 because I rebuilt the engine in it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
I love those.
And then Firebirds.
Fire-
Old Firebirds are
Firebirds
so
are
nice.
I dig it.
You have to have the thing on the hood though. You have to have the decal on the hood.
Oh
No,
no,
the Phoenix.
The Phoenix
That's
on the
pretty-
hood.
they're
You have
sick.
to have. That's like a
We're so
staple.
like an Indian style.
All right, Aaron. I hope you don't name one car for each.
I got you, fam. I got
Do
you.
I pull up a list of cars for you?
No, I got it.
He already has a list.
So, favorite brand? I'm probably gonna have to go with Justin on this one. Nissan. Favorite cars? Mazda RX-7 FD and FC, bro. Those are like nice. I like
Yeah.
those.
The rotors. He likes the
rotaries.
Doritos. The Doritos.
yeah,
The
those
Doritos.
people who like rotaries are like diehard. It's like
Yeah.
a cult. They only like rotaries. I already said it. I'm a Honda guy. And then my favorite car is probably an NSX, like the older generations.
Those are nice.
But I don't know.
Even the new ones are nice.
The new ones are nice too, but I can't afford that. I can't even afford the old ones. But one day,
One day.
I'll have one.
All right. So, since it's sort of like we're just talking
Yeah.
about whatever topics that are related. What do you guys feel about paddle shifting? Like on the newer cars, like some Beamers, a lot of the newer like higher class cars have paddle shifters. Like, what do you guys think?
I don't know. I feel like I screw it up because I just be like hitting them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bored.
But they do shift pretty fast.
Yeah,
Like, especially
the-
on I know the GTR
Yeah,
has a
like,
paddle shifted.
Especially like what was it? F1 uses them.
Yeah.
Like they are pretty revolutionary
I think-
because you get that good shift.
It's very, it's kind of like dummy proof, you know? You can't really mess that up.
Yeah.
You're just
Well, I
hitting.
can find a way.
Oh, you
Huh?
can.
I can find a way to mess them up.
Someone's gonna
People
find a
do,
way.
but
Yeah. So
You know.
you hit both of
But
them.
then it's weird because it's like semi-automatic.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like fully, and it's weird. I don't know.
But I mean, like you could always go into automatic too.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to shift, so you just put it back in automatic.
Yeah, but then you can't put it into manual, which makes me sad.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But
There are some cars with semi-automatic that aren't paddles. You have like on the CX-7 and I know on the Integra, there's like that sport mode where they're like because a lot of different cars they have different variations of what the stick or like the layout of the where you can put I don't know
Shifter?
how-
Oh, I get
shifter.
you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
it's
like different cars have different things. Like I know on my car there's like a separate section where literally just goes up and down and you can go between the 4 gears that the car actually has. So
for sure.
that's fun. It's like a taste, but
Oh yeah, like my dad's car, like you put it like in sports mode and you can just go shift left or like up and down.
yeah, that's kind of like what it is.
Yeah, it's like that.
Side to side?
What?
Yeah, you go right.
What
up,
car?
Up. It was like a Ford Focus.
That's so weird. So
you're like,
so it's auto, right? So
Yeah.
if you put it into the sport mode.
Uh huh.
So but this is up.
Yeah.
This motion's.
you like go and you just hit yourself in the leg.
I feel like I'd be going too hard, like, and I hit myself.
Like and then there's
Someone's next
so
to
there's
you.
like a sports mode and then there was like the sports manual mode, you know.
It's just so.
Because I feel like
it's
on the
confusing.
focus on the sport
But it was
mode,
like
that's
it was
just
like
like
an older Focus.
because I'm
Or like
guessing
a
the sport
kid.
mode it's just the limiter on how when it shifts up. But then I feel like the sport manual, like you said, is that weird shifting left and right.
Mm-hmm.
So weird.
There was also one where like it's on the thing, you just go push the button. I've
Oh,
seen
I
that.
have seen that.
Or like in
Up,
Bring It
down.
Back Fast in the Furious in the new one.
Yeah. I haven't
Well, no,
watched it. I
it's
haven't
just-
watched it yet.
Or
No, it's
or
not
Ken
a
Block.
spoiler.
Ken Block.
Not Ken Luck. Like there's
just pull
sequential
it back.
shifters where you go up and down, which is kind of like what we're talking about. But there's cars like the Ice Charger where it's literally like the gears are all in a line, and he's just going like down and
That's
up.
Fast and Furious though. I don't know how real.
I don't know if that's real or not,
Wait, they
but
have it on
yeah,
the Civic.
they
It's
do.
like D1, D2, D3.
Well, but he's shifting through each gear. Like there's he presses a button and he's going through the gears.
Like, end up behind him
it's
at
like the
some point?
Civic.
Yeah, but with the Civic, you just put it in drive and then you have D1, D2.
No, like there's different.
Yeah, there are different
Things.
ones. Like that's how it was in my car. It was like drive. It was like a D4, and then there's D3 underneath. Then 2 and 1.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I have that.
Those usually hold it in that gear.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
So
Except
you don't
for-
have to.
Except for
so-
3 and 4.
Well, if it's in D3 though, it'll only use 1 through 3.
Well, usually that's for like towing.
True.
You're
Or
trying to
going
tow something.
uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But on
yeah,
the Charger, yeah, it was weird.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't
how that one
know.
works.
You know, I just quote it because it's just something new, but we don't know if that's even real or not. But it's
Might have
weird.
been automatic.
It might have just. It's fake. We know it's fake.
Yeah.
Like in the behind the scenes, they're just mindlessly going through, but like.
Did you guys know
Still, but it was weird.
that Vin Diesel in the first Fast and Furious did not drive stick?
He did?
Did not.
Oh wow.
He was
Yeah, didn't they
driving
have to bring
auto.
an extra? Or?
I don't know, but that's what I heard.
They just make him look like he's shifting.
But I'm pretty sure he knows how to now, though.
Oh yeah, probably by now.
I mean, he is the lead character in
Or
Fast
at
and
least he knows
Furious.
how to act like he shifts.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he sells it. You know, it's got that noise and everything when it goes down a gear. You're like, oh.
That's all CGI.
Especially Aaron in the theater when you're shifting, he's like, oh.
It's just like shifting all crazy.
Yeah.
New guy, I don't like a new guy.
New white guy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him.
know about the new white guy.
No, not racial.
Not racial.
Right, just stop,
The
just stop.
guy. The guy.
It's because they're trying to replace Brian.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's
We're
supposed
not
to
the
be
same
Brian.
thing. Richard hasn't seen it. It's all good.
Alright, let's
Let's
bring
bring
him
this
back
back.
in.
We'll bring
Fast
it back
and
in.
Fast and Furious had its own episode last
I know.
time.
Go check
Check it
out
out,
the
check it out.
check out the last episode of the podcast. It's Fast and Furious. You want to see more? Evan's the guest.
Yeah. Also check out our other videos. More videos to come.
Yeah, be ready. The Civic's getting an oil change tomorrow. by
That's
us.
gonna be up Monday.
Or Friday.
Also our website.
Or tomorrow.
Our website's
Tomorrow,
coming
website's
together. We're
Be
getting
ready
products.
for the stickers,
Stickers.
Stickers,
soon.
shirts.
Hey, do I get a free sticker?
No.
No.
Well, what happens because
We'll give you the homie
he's free
discount,
from fourth, or he's free, so and he has to go to an exhibition, so he could help us at the booth.
Oh yeah, you can
Oh yeah, come check out our booth.
check out our booth. The
Exhibition night.
exhibition.
June 6th, June 8th.
Exhibition
June
night.
6th and June 8th.
Yeah.
We'll be there. All our cars will be there.
We'll have some stand there.
Yeah.
have the
stuff.
Pop up
merchandise.
shop, music.
Make sure to buy our stuff.
Oh yeah, be ready for the Civic. It's gonna get a header and a motor mount. You'll see that next week, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully you guys can see this oil change tomorrow. Hopefully it's not gonna be a lot of editing.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, check out whatever Dakin's doing. His tunnel at the exhibition. When did you guys?
June 7th.
June 7th.
Oh,
Check
so-
out his senior project.
Yeah.
So if you're
There will
checking
also
out
be a
ours,
rocket there. Or a
Oh,
rocket
Ricky-
engine.
Ricky-
Oh yeah,
Rocket
there
engine.
will be a rocket.
Shout out to Simboy Ev again. He's gonna be DJing at an
June 6th.
exhibition. And yeah.
So just be ready for all the videos coming up and all the merchandise. So is this like, are we done or was that
guess
just
so.
or was that
a wrap up?
that was like a 1
Alright,
minute
thanks
of plugs.
thanks
Well-
for watching our podcast.
So shameless.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
next
If you-
Dakin. Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to put it down in the comments below. Make sure you follow all of us on Stock Boys Garage, or you can follow us on our own Instagram accounts. I don't know, Aaron can put it in the description again.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm kuya.jacob.
Okay, we're plugging our own.
Oh.
Instagram.
Okay. I don't know. There's like a lot of underscores.
He can put it in the
I
description.
can put it in the description. It's
Or what they can do is check out the website on the about page. I'm gonna
Check out
put
our new
everything.
website that just
Yeah,
made.
we're gonna put that out.
Alright, we plugged
Okay.
in another plug.
Dakin's gonna
Okay.
be on there.
Dakin will be
If
on
you
there.
guys
Look
like,
it up.
if you
Right.
guys like
Alright,
the
yo.
blonde glasses boy,
Let's
Black.
just,
Ask
let's
him.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
single.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Alright, so
Alright.
Dakin, if you
take
want
us out.
to bring us home,
Bring us home.
make sure you get this. Get it right.
We're not professionals, but we try to be.
Hey,
Let's go.